He turned to.
Hey everybody, welcome to another fishing report here at Fellsmere Fishing Headquarters in lovely Fellsmere, Florida. And we're with the FL Big Bass Adventures guide crew here. We got Captain Kevin, Captain Steve. Kev, you want to start us off with what's been going on with you?
Yeah, give a little report here. Mainly talk about artificial fishing. Had some great trips in the last week or so that came up. Really concentrating north and south, and main bait of choice has been chatterbait, speed worm, and you can never go wrong with the Senko, right? Targeting isolated mats. Yeah, there are some scattered wood in places too that, you know, I mean, you get an occasional bite out of the wood, but really the mats have been kind of the concentrated key. I have recently started doing a little bit of punching again, and flipping bite's been good, like really good. Yeah, just the other day we had, it was like 26 punching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great. We'll say there were no giants in that 26, but the best was in that 5 to 6 pound range, and you can't beat a bite like that. But yeah, I mean, it's been super windy. Spawn's about done, right? There are always going to be fish spawning, but as far as the big waves, spawn is done. But again, you know, there's still going to be a random one here and there, but
Sure.
yeah,
Right.
bite's been good. So come on down and you know, check us out. And if you want to do an artificial trip or a punching trip, look any one of us up for sure.
Absolutely. Captain Steve, what you been up to, boy?
Well, I got a day off, man. Can you believe it?
I can't really, but
I got a day off. You know, before I get started, I just want to just shout out a couple things. Greg with Vicious Fishing, man, has been good to us. I just want to shout out to Greg again. We've been using their line now for quite a bit of time, and it's reliable. It's good stuff, especially the no fade braid. Like I said, just real quick, I immediately put that on shiner rods, and I've only had to add more line. I haven't had to change it. I've only had to add more line. You know, you're cutting hooks and that, you're breaking lines and everything like that. But the braid is still green after what, 6 months?
yeah, it's amazing.
It comes out of the spool green and it stays green. It's amazing, and it's a very, very good fishing line. So Greg, we appreciate that.
I will say really quickly on that, I have a lot of customers that comment on the no fade braid, where they're like, man, this is nice, smooth, like good stuff. What is it? And of course, you know, we're going to promote Greg and his brand for sure, because it's phenomenal stuff if you haven't used it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been a part of a little bit newer endeavor. Well, not newer, but kind of rehashing some old Steve, Captain Steve stuff. One of my buddies in town, May 3rd, UFC Fight Night.
Yeah.
Check him out. Dontel Lord Kong Mays is fighting that night. And he's been in town. I've been training with him, been training him. I'm one of his old coaches. Check him out. Give him a shout out. But the fishing, man, has been good. The fishing's been good. The training's been good. I've been fishing. I've been getting up in the morning and fishing, then coming back to the shop, dropping the boat, and then going to the gym.
You're pretty worn out, aren't you?
I'm wore out, man. But anyway, just to keep it short, just like Captain Kevin said, he's on point with it. The flipping bite's good. I've been catching some pretty good fish on a spinnerbait. I've been catching some on a fluke and speed worms. And Senkos, of course. You can't beat a good old Senko. So, you know, still targeting shallow water. But there have been some days where we have found those fish in shallow water still, but adjacent to deep water. But, you know, not everywhere's got grass. They're doing a lot of spraying. I mean, what can I say? I'm not going to lie about it. They're spraying the heck out of Headwaters. Yeah. So these fish are moving around quite a bit. So, but we're out every day. I know the three of us and Captain Dan, I mean, we've all been out, and sorry for the delay on the video. We have all been slammed with fishing trips and training and so on. So we apologize, but you know, we're just doing the best that we can. But What about you, Mike? How you looking?
Yeah, well, like you said, we've all been out there and been pretty busy. Most of my trips are, been shiner trips, and that shiner bite is still on fire. We did have a weather system here that we had high pressure dominating us for a good week and a half, and then that coincided with a big full moon. And that moon was out all night, the fish were eating all night, bluebird skies, no wind at times. So there's some days even the shiner bite got a little slow. But again, as long as you kept at it, they still feed, they just not feeding as often, and you have little lulls in between there. But the same old story with that, just fishing close to cover with the shiners. If you're not close to cover, you're not going to get bit as much, and that's pretty much the bottom line there.
You also experience that there's always that window, that lull window where bite could be fast and furious, slow down.
Yep.
Where you're still catching them, but like you
don't
feel
give
like
up. Don't feel like
exactly.
Don't feel like you got to move.
Yeah.
The fish are still
Yeah,
there.
you feel like the fish left, but they really haven't, right? It's just a little fog.
It's just a window that closes, and they stop eating for a period, and it happens, especially with the weather patterns we've been having. But the lake temps are up now. I was getting like 75 today.
Yeah.
So that's good. And our weather seems to be stabilizing a bit, but we all know the heat's coming.
Yeah.
So
something else I will mention real quick too, if you got a second, and we really didn't hit on it much, but from this point on, if you're going to be down here fishing, throw that topwater. From one day to the next, it'll be different. Right now, there's been some fish caught. There's been some fish in my boat caught on a buzzbait, a frog, and even that fluke. That fluke. I'm not working that fluke real slow. I'm working that fluke pretty daggone fast. It's almost like a skipjack going across skipping across the top of the water, and then let it set. But you're not letting it set for very long. But always check that top water.
Yeah.
Keep that on the deck.
I agree, especially with the water temps where they are now. That's definitely going to be a player.
And don't be afraid to throw it in the middle of the day too. I mean, there's that right cover, grass point or something like that. Throwing that frog on it has been good. Popper, you're throwing the buzz bait too. I throw a buzz frog at times. So yeah, don't be afraid to do it during the middle of the day.
Yep. And these fish are still chewing down here. So if you haven't made your way down here yet this year, come on. We had the typical shiner wars where they were extremely hard to catch this year, guys. And it was through the entire state. I mean, you just could not find shiners. And that is finally starting to improve a little bit, of course, coinciding with the winter ending. But it was a long shiner drought this year. So we apologize, but that's something totally out of our control for guys that we're looking for. We can only depend on the catchers, and when the catchers can't catch them, nothing, unfortunately, we can do. We scramble the best we can and try and get them where we can and make everyone happy, but that can be a tall task at times. But we appreciate you guys coming down here. We appreciate you continuing to support us. And as always, if you're looking to come down and you're new to the lake, look us up, flbigbassadventures.com. And we'll be happy to set you up with a trip and get you guys out there and get you on some fish. Any closing comments and you guys got?
It's been a real busy season. Just like Mike said, everybody that's come down so far, we really appreciate you. We've enjoyed every single person that we have been able to fish with. We've not had one catastrophe trip, have we?
No.
We've not had one trip where it was just, I wish the day would end.
Yeah.
You guys are fantastic folks, and we really appreciate you. Please come see us. We love to meet you, love to fish with you.
Couldn't say it any better.
Amen. All right, guys, till next time, tight lines.